Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Yes, you're at the Soulscast. This is episode 2, which I recorded now about 2 weeks ago. I didn't plan on having it released quite so late, so I decided to make a small little intro video. Um, so this episode you're about to listen to is a little bit old. Don't worry about that. You're also going to hear, hopefully, a little musical flourish that opens the episode. I'm not using the music that we used to use for the Soulscast. This is just free music I can use from YouTube. I will have a link in the description of who made it. And then after that, the episode will start proper. So if the stars align, because this has been a bit of a process so far, my lovely wife has helped me out, luckily, because otherwise I'm very bad with computers. Yeah, so hopefully everything works out well, and please enjoy episode 2 of the Soulscast. Bye. Welcome everybody, if anyone's still around. I have a feeling not many people are, but that's okay. We're gonna win them back. Welcome to the long-awaited episode 2 of the Soulscast. Yep, you heard that right, the Soulscast, because it's been a hot minute. Episode 2. Well, first, what the hell is going on with the Soulscast and the Soulscast? I can't fully answer the first question. I can give you a pretty good idea of the second question. I don't know what's going on with the Soulscast. It's still in limbo. I know we still want to do it. I know Adam and I still want to do it. Everything has just been real busy for both of us. And a number of other factors have set in, and it's just been tough to try to get something going. So I honestly don't know. That's why we have the Soulscast. I did episode 1 a long time ago. I don't actually remember when it was, but a couple months ago at least. It was before the Bloodborne DLC came out, maybe a week or two before that. So that was in, let's say, early November. It's now mid-January, so it was a couple months ago. And I did that because the Soulscast was still in limbo. It was kind of on an indefinite hiatus. We didn't know what was going on with it, and I wanted to keep talking Souls. And I kind of explained this in the first episode, which I don't even know where you can find it. Well, it's on bluegamer.net, Adam's gaming website. Adam was the co-host of the regular Soulscast with me. He kind of came up with the idea. He did all the editing. He kind of spearheaded it. So he was kind of the main guy. So he hosted my first episode of the solo Soulscast on his website, and I believe it's also on his YouTube page. I meant to put it up on my YouTube page, and I just never got around to it because I don't really know how to do that, because I'm not very good with computers. Not very good with computers. My wife always laughs at me because she's pretty good with them, and I sometimes act like an old person. No offense to all you old people listening to the Soulscast out there. This is going to be an exercise in patience for anyone that's listening to this. I'm going to try to edit it so it's not too ridiculous, but editing, I edited the first episode of the Soulscast, which I'm already regretting that name because it's really a pain in the ass to say. Can I just call it the SS? Is that bad to call something the SS? I don't know. Yeah, I'll call it the Soulscast Lite. That's a little easier. The first episode of it was only 32 minutes long, maybe, and it took me longer than that just to cut out all the dead air and all the times that I coughed and all the times that I said, So I'm trying to speed this up a little bit so I don't have as much dead air, because that was really not very much fun. I actually plan on recording 2 episodes tonight and releasing them 1 week apart. So I want to make it go fast. I don't remember what I was talking about at all. What's going on with the Soulscast? I'm not sure. solo Soulscast, which is what I'm doing by myself to satiate the Souls fans, to satiate the fans of the Soulscast. Honestly, to satiate me, because I really, really, really enjoy talking about Souls, and the Soulscast was one of the most enjoyable things that I've probably ever done. And I was very apprehensive about doing it at first because I don't like talking to strangers who, at the time, Adam was a kind of a stranger. I talked to him on Instagram, but never face to face or on the phone. I really don't like doing that kind of stuff. But it went really well. I hate listening to my voice on playback, which that went fine. I think even our first 4 episodes, we had the visuals of us talking overlaid onto the YouTube screen, onto the video he had. So I hate seeing myself on screen. So I kind of got over a lot of that stuff, which was great. So this has been really fun for me, and I really want to continue it. I actually recorded a full episode 2 of the SS, and it was about the Bloodborne DLC, the Old Hunters DLC. And I never released it because I didn't have fun with it. First episode I had fun with. Maybe I was a tiny bit drunk too. That might have helped. Second episode, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I recorded the whole episode. It was 35 minutes long, and I never touched it. And that's been sitting for like a month and a half. So I doubt I'll ever release it. If anything, I'll re-record a new Bloodborne DLC. Since it's so hot in everyone's minds right now. It only came out 2 months ago. So here we are. That's why I'm doing this. The Solo Soulscast, I'm hoping, is now going to be a weekly thing that I do every week. My plan is to record on Saturday nights. I work on the weekends. My work schedule is actually Saturday, Sunday, Monday, every week. I work early in the morning, and then I'm home by 6 o'clock in the evening. So my wife works Saturday nights 6:30 to midnight. So once my daughter's in bed by about 8 o'clock, I was thinking Saturday night I'm going to record my Solo Soulscast, and then we're going to edit it and figure out what to do with it Sunday, Monday, and then maybe have it uploaded Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm actually thinking Wednesday might be the day I'd like to upload them every week. I'll get more into that in a little bit. So let's get going. This has been a nice 6.5 minutes of rambling. That's what's going on with the... actually, one more thing I want to talk about. What is this episode about today? What is episode 2 of the SS about today? It's a little bit controversial because this is something that I know some people really despise. It's something that some people love, and it's also something that some people just could care less about. I'm talking PlayStation Network trophies. Back when Xbox, I think it was the original Xbox, came out with the achievements, I thought it was really dumb. I was like, well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Who the hell wants achievements? And that was probably mostly because I was a huge PlayStation fanboy, which was, really silly, of course. And then, the PlayStation 3 came out with trophies sometime in 2008 or 2009, something like that. And I still didn't really care for them that much. But then, at some point down the line, I started getting them, and I was like, well, these are actually kind of fun to collect. I got my first platinum trophy, and then that was it. That opened the floodgates. And I've been a semi-trophy hunter since. And I know people that have 20, 30, 40 platinums and all that, and I definitely don't have that. As far as the PlayStation goes, it gives you, each trophy has an amount of points that goes towards it, and your points add up, and then you go into different levels depending on how many trophies you have. So I'm halfway through level 14, which is pretty high. It's a higher level than maybe all my PlayStation friends, except for 2 or 3. So that's a pretty good amount. It's definitely higher than anyone I know personally, except for one person, I think, actually. So, it's pretty good. I actually have 11 platinum trophies, which is cool. I just got one last night. But why am I talking about this? Because episode 2 of the Solo Soulscast is going to be about my experience getting the platinum trophy in Dark Souls. Before I decided to start up the SS again, my wife kind of talked me into doing it again. I was going to do a different podcast, because I kind of like podcasting. It's fun. I like writing. I prefer writing, but talking, I don't know. Like I said, talking, hearing myself, and seeing myself on video, it's actually given me some confidence. And I'm a person that has very, very low confidence, so it's been nice. I wanted to do a trophies podcast, like PlayStation trophies. and I have 11 platinum, so I figured right there that's 11 episodes. Each episode, you know, I could talk about a platinum, because I remember a lot of what I've done for each of the platinums, and then I could have general episodes about why people hate or why people hate trophies, because a lot of people hate them and think they ruin the games and all that kind of stuff. And then my wife convinced me that I should just do the Soulscast again, the SS. And I said, you know what, that's not a bad idea. And I thought maybe I'll mix those two ideas, and I'll do the first new episode of the SS on the Dark Souls trophy. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about the Dark Souls trophy. Oh man. Let's kind of move on, because I'm already 10 minutes in, and I was hoping this would only be about 30 minutes long, so I'm already behind. Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to sort of stick to the format that Adam and I had for the regular Soulscast, where we introduce ourselves, we plug all our stupid crap, and then we talk about what we've been playing. And I've said this before, I'm really interested in what Souls fans play other than Souls games, because I think it says a lot about you if you're a Souls fan, and you know, you play Souls, you obviously have to play other games. And I'm just interested to see what other Souls fans are playing. Other hardcore Souls fans out there that are playing Call of Duty? I think that's a pretty interesting dichotomy. Are there hardcore Souls fans that play nothing but fighting games except for Souls? I don't know if there's any kind of correlation. I kind of generally play a variety of things. I don't play many first-person shooters. I actually don't play very many fighters at all. I actually hate fighting games. I don't play very many racing games. I don't play very many puzzle games. I'm really into RPGs, action adventure games, action RPGs, you know, yada yada yada. So I'm gonna plug myself real quick. I don't even know if I've actually introduced myself. I'm Shane, half of the Soulscast, Shane Norton. If you listen to the Soulscast, if you follow me on any various stupid social media things, you know who I am. On Instagram, if you wish to follow me, I'm Kalameet, Kalameet. That's a dragon from Dark Souls, as a matter of fact, as most of you probably know. I haven't been posting on Instagram that much lately, and I've actually, even when I have posted, it's very rarely been about video games recently, because I'm kind of just, I don't know, I love video games, and I've been playing a lot of them. I'm a little sick of social media right now. It's just kind of dumb. This is getting old. But I've uploaded a couple pictures recently to Instagram. Twitter, which I use even less right now. You can search for me. I'm also Kalameet, but replace that L with a number 1, so K-A-1-A-M-E-E-T. Kalameet was taken, and I'm annoyed because I don't think that account has ever been updated. YouTube, kind of a big deal on YouTube right now. Search for Shane Norton. There's a couple Shane Nortons on YouTube. There's like 5 or 6 actually. My profile picture is a Sam Adams beer, and I think I have like 150 videos, so it's pretty easy to tell which one is me. 8 subscribers strong. You guys, you right there, I see you. You can be number 9. I'm uploading boss battle videos. That's all I upload, and that's all I want to upload is boss battle videos. I might end up uploading these podcasts as well, but that's it. I just finished Final Fantasy VII. I'm almost done uploading all those boss battles. I have all the boss battles from Bloodborne, including the DLC. I have 95% of the bosses from Dark Souls 2. Right now I'm limited to just uploading whatever I can play on my PS4. Since the PS4, it makes it so easy to upload. I don't have any hardware that lets me upload other than that. I'm hoping to get some in the next couple months. If that's the case, then look for uploads of every game I play, the boss battles, because I love boss battles. They're my favorite parts of many games, and I think they're very interesting, fun to watch. Hopefully other people like them. I can tell by my incredibly low views on every video that people love them. So that's that. A little bit of humor for you there. And I want to talk about briefly what I'm playing. I just said I'm playing Final Fantasy VII. I actually just finished it last night. I got the Platinum Trophy on it last night. I've been obsessing over it recently. This is my at least 3rd time playing through and beating it, maybe 4th. But they released it recently a couple months ago on the PS4 with trophy support. So with a Christmas PlayStation gift card, I bought that. So I've been playing that. I just finished it. I did start Axiom Verge, which is I believe a PlayStation 4 exclusive. It's like an indie game, but it's basically like a Metroid game. It's really, really fun. I'm not too far into it. I actually have a couple bosses from that uploaded as well. With more Christmas gift cards recently, I've downloaded a couple more like indie PS4 games, like Binding of Isaac Rebirth, Titan Souls, which has nothing to do with the Souls games, and what the hell? Oh, Shovel Knight, which I'm really excited about all those. So I'd like to start playing all those pretty soon. And finally, I'm hoping to get back into Lords of the Fallen pretty soon, because it's been quite a long time since I've played that game. So that's that. Not playing anything on handheld right now. Now, let's get into the meat of the issue. Now that we're 15 minutes in, why did I get the Platinum Trophy in Dark Souls? I certainly did not buy the game or start playing it with the intention of getting the Platinum Trophy. Even though I like collecting trophies and I like trying to get Platinums, I've never bought any game specifically just to get the trophies on it. I know some people do that. That's fine. I don't care. I just don't. I like to play games because I like games, and if it's a game I like a lot that a trophy seems manageable, then I'll try to get it. And that's kind of what happened with Dark Souls. I bought it. Games come out on Tuesdays usually. I want to say I bought it the Friday after it came out. So it came out Tuesday, and then that Friday I bought it. And I started playing it that night, and I played it for a long time. I beat it. I started a new character. I don't remember exactly because this was a long time ago. I can actually tell you exactly the first day that I started it, because I'm looking at my PlayStation 4 with the trophies, and it tells me that, light the bonfire flame, which is the very first trophy you get. October 7th is 2011 is when I started playing Dark Souls, so I don't remember everything, but I was just playing through it, loving it, and at some point I realized I had a lot of the trophies, and I only needed like a handful more, and I didn't even dedicate any time to trying to get them. So once I realized that I only needed like, I don't know, 10 more, let's say, I was like, okay, I'm going to try to do this. And at some point I realized I could get the Platinum, and I had already gotten the Platinum for Demon Souls, so I was like, okay, I got to get the Platinum for Dark Souls. I might have even had, let me take a quick look, I might have even had the Platinum for Dark Souls 2 as well, before I got the Platinum for Dark Souls, but that's another story. Okay. What the PS4 does, which I think is really cool, it gives you the rarity of the trophies. I don't know if this is compared to everyone else that just has the game, or compared to everyone else and everyone who owns a PlayStation, but this tells me that the Dark Soul, which is the name of the trophy, the Platinum Trophy for Dark Souls, it's very rare. 6% of players have it. So either 6% of people that have ever played Dark Souls, or 6% of everyone that owns a PlayStation 4. I don't know what it is, but 6%. So it's pretty rare. It's pretty good. Makes me feel like a big man. Just kidding. And how long did it take me? As I just said, October 7th, 2011 is the first day that I played it, and that's when I got the first 2 or 3 trophies, because you get like 2 or 3 trophies in the first 30 minutes of the game. October 7th, 2011. I got the Platinum March 21st, 2015. It took me quite a long time. I got it actually right before I started playing Bloodborne, actually. I wanted to get it before Bloodborne came out. I think I got it like a few days before I got Bloodborne. Because I did plan on getting the Platinum from Bloodborne. That's obviously not why I bought Bloodborne, but at that point, I had the Platinums for Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2, so I was like, I'm obviously going to get the Platinum for Bloodborne. So it took a long time. And did I have fun with it? Was it fun? It was Dark Souls, so at the end of the day, it was certainly fun, because I love playing Dark Souls. One of the best games I've ever played. There were some very, very irritating moments, and some parts that made me question why I was doing it, and why I was bothering to get this stupid trophy that in the end doesn't really mean anything. But really, what means anything in this life, right? Can I get existential for a second here? What's the meaning of life? I think it's virtual trophies. I like to do a quick rundown of the trophies to give everyone an idea who hasn't played the game or hasn't gotten all the trophies, kind of what it's like. And the trophies are pretty simple in this game. There's a set of trophies for discovering covenants, which are very easy because all you have to do is... I actually don't even know if you have to enter the covenant or just get to the point where you can accept or decline it and the trophy will pop. I'm not sure, but you can just get into the covenant and then immediately get out of it. So there's like 9 or 10 of those, however many covenants there are. So those are pretty easy. And there's a chunk of trophies that's just acquire the best weapon through like crystal reinforcement and through standard reinforcement and lightning. So get the best. I think lightning weapons go up to +5 or something. It's been a long time. So get all those. Those aren't too bad. And then there's some story related ones like light the bonfire, acquire the Estus, arrive in Lordran. Those are the ones you get. I mean, it even gives you the timestamp. So I got the light bonfire flame at 9:18 p.m. and then 9:55 I got the arrive in Lordran. So less than an hour and I got 3 trophies. And then there's more story ones. Spoiler alert, I guess you might get spoiled if you haven't played the game. But ringing the bells, getting the Rite of Kindling, acquired the Art of Abyss Walking, all that stuff, acquiring the Lord Vessel. And then there's a chunk of trophies that's just defeating bosses. I think it's just the Great Souls, whatever the hell they're called. Like defeat Nito, defeat the Bed of Chaos, defeat the 4 Kings, seat the Scalers, and then defeat some of the optional bosses like Darksun Gwendolyn and Crossbreed Priscilla. So that's a large majority of the trophies. And then the rest are get the 2 different endings, the Link to the Fire and Dark Lord ending. And then probably the most frustrating ones, acquire all rare weapons, acquire all sorceries, acquire all pyromancies, and acquire all miracles. Those ones are probably the hardest. And the rarity shows that because they're all pretty rare compared to a lot of the other trophies. So, what I want to talk about is... Well, I'm going to talk about the difficulty of this because Dark Souls and the Souls games in general are lauded as very, very difficult games. And some people don't ever try to play them because they think it's just going to be too hard. And I think that's true to a point, but I think their difficulty has been overblown a little bit. I hardly consider myself good at video games, which kind of sucks because I love playing them. But I got the platinum in this game. I've beaten it a bunch of times. I don't know if I can beat it on like soul level 1 or like with my fists only or something ridiculous like that. Maybe one day I'll try it. So you would imagine this game had a very, very difficult trophy, platinum trophy to obtain. And yes or no? Yes and no. Jesus Christ, if I could talk. I have not had anything to drink today. I promise. Coffee and water, that's it. The only really, really difficult ones, like I said, are the ones where you have to acquire all the rare weapons and sorceries and all that. And specifically the rare weapons was probably the hardest one. And that's what I think. And the rarity on that is... where is it? 6.3%. So it's only 0.3% less rare than the platinum trophy itself. So it's pretty tough to get. And that's because you have to do a variety of things to get that trophy. You have to just find weapons in the world. There are a lot of weapons you have to cut off boss tails to get. There's a lot of weapons you have to use boss souls to get. And there's some weapons that you just need to get from enemies that have really low drop rates. So they take some time to get. I had started the game in 2011, if I could say that 1 or 2 more times. And I played and played. I don't remember the time frame exactly. I played for a long time, and then I stopped because I did everything I wanted to do. I got a lot of the trophies, but I was stuck on something, so I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna put the game away for a while. I picked it back up when the Artorias of the Abyss DLC came out, and then I kept playing, but I never got the platinum. I had a few trophies to get. I want to say I had to get the Knight's Honor trophy, which is all the rare weapons, and I had to get Prayer of a Maiden, which is acquire all miracles. And that might be where I left off. Those are the only 2 trophies I had to get, and I thought that I was like really close to getting the Knight's Honor trophy. And there's a lot of weapons you need to get, but I thought I was like really close. But I'd taken a break. I'd taken like, I don't know, let's say a year-long break, and then I went back to the game to try to get the trophy, the platinum. And this was in like 2014 probably. And I was like, okay, I just need to grab a few rare weapons, I'm good to go. One of them I needed to get was the trident, I think. Trident. Is it the trident? The weapon, yeah. The trident from those dancing mages in the Duke's Archives. I had a hell of a time getting it. It's just a drop from those guys, so you gotta kill them until one of them drops them. And there's only a certain amount of them in that place. And the Duke's Archives, that area is such a pain in the ass anyway, that I had tried and I couldn't get it. So I said, whatever, I'm just gonna put the game down again. And that was somewhere in 2014. Finally, when I was determined to get that platinum trophy, early 2015, so just about a year ago, right before Bloodborne came out, I was like, okay, I'm not stopping until I get this trident. And for whatever reason, I thought that the trident was like one of the last weapons I needed. So I finally got the trident. It took a long time. And then I looked at a list online and I realized I still needed like 10 or 12 more weapons. And I was like, oh my god. So some were just ones that I had to get from treasure chests. There was some that I had to get from enemy drops. Besides the trident, there was one more from the gargoyles in Anor Londo, the flying ones. They have like the lightning. Their weapon, they drop that as well, and that's also kind of a rare drop. So I had to get that. Yikes, we're coming up on almost 30 minutes here. Okay, so I ended up getting that. What really killed me was Sif. Great Grey Wolf Sif, I believe, has 4 different weapons you can get from his boss soul. 2 different swords, a shield, or maybe it's only 3. I guess we can check. Yeah, so he has 3. The Cursed Greatsword of Artorias, the Greatsword of Artorias, and the Great Shield of Artorias. So you have to play through the game at least 2 full times to kill Sif twice. Then in the third playthrough, play through at least up to Sif, kill him, and then play through up to Anor Londo to get to the giant blacksmith, so you can use Sif's soul to make the final weapon you need. So the Cursed Greatsword and the regular Greatsword have the exact same description and the exact same name. The cursed one doesn't say cursed for whatever reason. I don't know if it's a bug or what. So you have to, their stats are different, and that's how you know if you have the 2 different weapons. So in one of my playthroughs, I thought I had got the cursed one, and then I went for the other one, but it turns out I had already had the other one, so I had 2 of the same sword. So then I had to go through, beat the game again, and then fight Sif again, and it was a huge pain in the ass. So it really ended up taking me a lot longer than it should have. But I did eventually get it, and playing through the game again was fine, but I had to beat Gwyn, who I have a very difficult time with, and I'm pretty sure I cheesed him hardcore. And then I had to beat Ornstein and Smo, which is never fun. I cheesed them as well, which, you know, I beat him legitimately. I wanted to get through the game and get the damn trophy. So that was a big mess. And this is like ridiculous rambling at this point. But that was part of get the rare weapons, because that was one of the rare weapons. The other rare weapon that I remember being very, very difficult to get was the Moonlight Greatsword, which you get from cutting the tail off of Seath the Scaleless. Seath has a few tails. It's like his middle tail, I think. and that might be the single toughest weapon to get in the whole game, because it's very, very, very difficult to get him in a position to cut off his tail. It took me probably 24 tries to get that goddamn thing. The relief I felt wash over me as I did it was just amazing. But that weapon was probably the single most irritating, annoying fucking weapon to get in the whole game. So the Knight's Honor, I think, was easily the toughest trophy in the game. Like collecting all the sorceries, pyromancies, it's not too bad. You have to join some covenants to get a few, but I don't think you have to level any of the covenants up. I think you just join them. I remember one is the Gravelord's Servants. You might even get a weapon from that too, but you get a pyromancy, I think, but you just get it for joining. You don't have to level up or anything like that. I think that might be incorrect. Again, I haven't played in a very long time, but don't hold me to that. So yeah, so that was the toughest one. I made a note to talk about the most annoying trophy, but I thought that might be too similar to the toughest trophy, and it basically is. I would say the most annoying was still Knight's Honor, so there's not much to talk about there. The weapons are just a pain in the ass. The list is like, there's probably like 50 weapons on the list. And, just playing through the course of the game, you'll probably collect 30 of them easy, but, then you have to go out of your way to find the other ones. I will say, looking at my trophies, I can kind of see like when I've achieved certain ones. I got a bunch in 2011. It looks like I played in December of 2012, so a full year after the game came out, I got some. 2000. So maybe I didn't play 2014 like I thought, or maybe I didn't get any of the trophies. Yeah, a lot of them were from October and November of 2011, so I got a majority of them, a couple months after the game came out. I also made a note to talk about any fun trophies. And I don't know if there's any trophies that were like really fun to get. Just the pursuit of getting all of them was fun in and of itself, and it's almost more the journey is better than the destination. How you're getting there is more fun than actually getting there. So there wasn't any one trophy that was like wicked fun to get, but altogether it was pretty fun and quite satisfying. So I think I'm just about at the 32 minutes. I will release this one unlike my episode 2 because I feel like this has gone better, even though it's rambly, it's very stream of conscious, which is kind of funny because I have pretty detailed notes here. I was actually going to try a more stream of conscious approach for episode 3, which I almost just spoiled what it's going to be, but that's a secret. So trophies in general, that's a discussion for another day. Some people love them, like me. Some people are obsessed with them, and I'm not quite at that level. Because there's some games I'll play that, like Max Payne 3, great game. I played through the whole game, beat it, and I ended up getting like 3 trophies. That game very hard platinum to get in that game. So some people are obsessed, some people love them, some people don't care. Like my wife could care less about trophies, and there's some people that hate them, trophies and achievements, and they think they are bad for games. So that's a discussion for another day. Maybe I'll have it. Maybe I'll write it up. Oh, great segue. I plan on resurrecting my blog very soon. It used to be called, oh, Jesus Christ, Nosferatu's Emporium of Ruthless Viciousness, which I'm not really enjoying that name very much. But it's another one of those situations where I came up with it years before I really started using it. Same with my YouTube, which is why it's just Shane Norton and not something really cool. So I'm going to resurrect it. I haven't blogged. I haven't written anything in that blog in, I don't know, close to a year, I think. I'm thinking that's where I'm going to start writing about my Platinum Trophy endeavors. My tentative idea is to have solo Soulscast episodes about Souls and Bloodborne platinum trophies, like this episode, and then all my other platinum trophies, I'm going to do maybe weekly write-ups, which is only going to get me, what, 7 weeks, I guess. I only have 7 trophies, 7 platinums that aren't souls, but I'm going to figure some other things out too. But my first write-up is probably going to be Final Fantasy VII. So hopefully I don't blow my load, as it were, too early. That's such a gross way to say it. Hopefully I don't put my best blog entry first, and then no one else is going to read the other ones. But the blog should be back up in the next few weeks. Today is January 21st. It's a Thursday night. I would really like to have something up next week or the week after at the latest. I plan on hosting all these podcasts on that blog. They'll have their own pages, and I'm going to probably put them up on my YouTube as well. So I don't even know if I want to go with the name Solo Soulscast. I don't know if it should still be part of the Soulscast. I mean, I guess it should, but I need to. I don't know. I need to figure a few things out. So that's that. And that's basically everything I wanted to talk about. It went a little bit long, but not too bad. 36 minutes. I'll probably go for another 2 or 3 or 10. Platinum trophy. I'm really glad I have it. It looks good on my virtual trophy shelf, which sounds so fucking pathetic. Holy mother of God. Just, ugh. But that's fine. It looks good. It looks good for trophies. People, I've had people comment, my other trophy friends, and say like, "Wow, I couldn't get a trophy in that game." My response is, it's really not that bad. If you like the games, just don't let the supposed difficulty keep you from playing them or for trying to get the platinum. I suck at video games. I get the platinum. It's not that hard. Max Payne 3, way harder platinum. I'll say that much. And there's no online trophies, which is great. I tend to not even bother trying to get a platinum trophy if the game has any kind of online component, because I'm just so bad at it, and you only have a certain amount of time before nobody plays it online and the servers go offline and blah blah blah. So Dark Souls, great trophy, great platinum trophy. Overall, the pursuit was fun. Knight's Honor was very, very annoying. But I'd do it again. I probably wouldn't do it again. I don't know if I'd bother getting any platinum trophies again. Like if all my trophies got deleted and I had to start over, I don't know if I'd bother trying to get any of these platinums again. But again, maybe that's a good write-up for another day. Which platinums would I try to get again? Finally, I wanted to say, would I recommend anyone else try for this platinum? Like, if you came to me, hey, you have 11 platinums, I only have 1, or I have 0, and I like Dark Souls, should I try to get the platinum? I would say, if you like Dark Souls, I'd say go for it. You definitely have to dedicate some time. I would grab like an online walkthrough or whatever, so you know exactly what you need to do. I would say, sure, go for it. It's not that bad. And I think that's everything. This is a pretty good episode. I liked it. It was fun. I feel like I'm out of breath because I've just been talking nonstop for 38 minutes and 46 seconds. So I'm going to wrap it up here and say, everyone, have a great night. Have a great week. If this comes out on a Wednesday like I'm hoping, have a great week. You're halfway through the week. You're almost to the weekend, which I personally hate the weekends now. I love Tuesday through Friday. Yeah, and look for hopefully episode 3 next week. And look for that blog coming up real soon. I'll post about it on all the stupid fucking social media sites. Yeah. So everyone just keep on trucking. Bye-bye.